Let's just have a recap of where I stand with Spider-Man 3, or Spider-Man 2, shall I say. I think Spider-Man 2, in terms of graphics, in terms of the gameplay, such a step up from Spider-Man 1 and even Miles Morales. I just feel like the story for me wasn't as superior as the first one. That's why I probably haven't played this game again. So that's just me. But supposedly Spider-Man 3, obviously it will come eventually. Spoilers within. So there's something to do with spoilers within. So if you don't want any spoilers for Spider-Man 2, I'm assuming, I'm just letting you know that. But anyway, just a warning. Marvel Spider-Man 3 speculation intensifies after Star offers brief PS5 3-quel tease. I do think this is going to be a PS6 title or maybe a cross-gen. I'm interested to know where they're going to go with the story. I just felt like there was a lot of waste content in here. Mateo, how you doing? So we probably won't be playing Marvel Spider-Man 3 for a while, as the PS5 sequel is still relatively new and Insomniac Games is head downs on Marvel's Wolverine. Yeah, right. So we know the game's coming eventually. And speaking with the direct at Multicon this weekend, voice actor Yuri Lowenthal, who plays Peter Parker in the games, shared some small details about the future of the franchise. So please be aware that we'll be touching upon some story-specific spoilers in the article. So if you don't want to read them, consider returning to the homepage. Just warning you, there is some spoilers. So grab your coffees. Let's give this a read. Asked about Lowenthal's role in the next game, he explained, there are very few things that I can say about this game, but you have somehow landed on the one thing that I can answer. And that's yes, Peter is not gone. He will be part of the next game and he won't be relegated to the couch, I promise, because I personally didn't like what they did with the story in terms of Miles Morales and Peter Parker. At the end, it seemed like Peter Parker basically took an early retirement or he was taking a break, and it felt very, very forced the way Miles was like, don't worry, I got this. I've been doing this a hell of a lot less than you. Don't worry, Peter. You just focus on your relationship with MJ. Although I don't think that's MJ, because with that jaw, it's fine. That don't look like that. Looks like MJ from Fable. I just felt like it was very, very weird the way he's done it a hell of a lot of time less than Peter Parker in terms of being Spider-Man. And he was just so much better. He was always bailing Peter out. Just say woke, it's okay, Neutro. Yeah, there was a lot of woke stuff in there.
Why am I playing as a deaf girl?
So it just felt like at the end, people were thinking, and myself, I was like, please don't put Peter Parker to the back burner in Spider-Man 3. I like it that they keep them separate. I like that how they've joined them up, but I just feel like don't undermine the original, the OG Spider-Man. So it's good to know that in the third game, he is not gone. He will be part of the new game. So those of you who finished the game will know that Peter effectively passes his web-slinging gauntlet to understudy Miles Morales at the end of the campaign, but it's always implied that this is a temporary retirement for sure, and with the Green Goblin expected to feature in the third game, it seems inevitable he'll be back in business before long. So this is only good news. So one particularly interesting wrinkle is that there may be 3 playable superheroes in Spider-Man 3. As the very last scene shows, Miles' mom Rhea introduce her family to boyfriend Albert Moon. In the very closing shot, we see the back of his daughter Cindy, whose fans will recognize as a web slinger Silk. I really hope we don't play as her. I just want to play as Spider-Man in a Spider-Man game. Is that too much to ask? I don't want to play. And she's was she? I don't know. Was she deaf in the comics as well? Wait, she's deaf in it. But at the end, I was like, oh gosh, here we go. Because you get to play as Haley in Spider-Man 2, and it's very, very good. So I really hope that you're not, because I feel like just make a spin-off game if you're that confident in these other characters. So potentially we could be playing as Miles Morales, Peter Parker, Haley, doing more spray painting. On the walls, graffiti, vandalism, MJ, and now Silk. Or Silk. That's just me. So it seems like likely to us that the third game will see Peter, Miles, and Cindy all working together to face its toughest test. Does this premise have you excited, or you burned out on the Marvel Spider-Man? We need Spider-Pig. Now, I wouldn't mind playing as Spider-Pig. I love the Spider-Man games, and make us play as Spider-Man. I get it, you're trying to revolutionize things. I'm not a fan, I want to stick to playing this. Yeah, Anna, see? You just sounds like I did when he's... I just don't get it. Where we've gone with games, I think they're going to think twice about what they do with the story in terms of all the other things that they put in the game, which was just so funny.
Coming? Oh, VJ, of course.
So let's just have a look. I don't know what you guys think. So no Spider-Man, no Spider-Ham, not Spider-Pig. I wouldn't mind Spider-Pig. At least we know with Spider-Man 3 that it's coming, but also Peter Parker is not gone. Now, I wouldn't mind something like a multiverse one. That would be very, very cool. I'm trying to think as well. I would love for them to have a different setting for Spider-Man. And I understand it is very, very hard to do. We've had Spider-Man obviously in New York with like Spider-Man 1, Miles Morales, now Spider-Man 2. I just feel like I want to see Spider-Man in a different setting. It's very hard to do. I feel like it's a very hard job to do. I don't know what about you guys. For me, DJ Chip, you said it, Spider-Man 1 for me was perfect. The story, I loved it. I played that I think 2 or 3 times. Yeah, as long as I'm not spraying buildings too.